hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around.
Hey y'all, it's Burgess Taylor. Today is going to be coffee and art, so it's going to be a bit of a long one. We're going to get started, I think, right away. But first, well, no, I guess we're not going to get started right away. I have really liked, I need to fill in. I've got stick-it notes, and I'm going to write those down. I have questions for the Q&A. Haven't really gotten any questions in the YouTube department, y'all. So leave me some questions because I really want to do a Q&A. I want to answer the questions while I do some art. So I'm enjoying this. This is the new Cosmos Airlight, and I've got to fill this page in. But while we're on the subject of things, this is the crossfield, and it's changed up a bit. I still haven't printed that picture. I need to do that. This has transformed, and I've got something specific to put on here. These are Vlogmas ideas, and then this is my December setup. I need to go in and look on my Fitbit, but I don't do that first thing in the morning. I'll go back in just so you can see what I do. Thursday I did do that. I did journal. I did do art. I didn't spend any money. And I did do the PM routine. My sleep, like I said, I have to go back and look. My stress and anxiety back up over something. My mood, though, was still pretty good thanks to my husband. My work hours were back up on Thursday. My pain, it's gone down some. I'll look on the Fitbit because I think that was one of the issues, is that I didn't have much sleep, but I'll make sure. Okay, and I did this because even though the Hobonichi's got tracking, I think I'm going to change this up. I got this layout from Laura from My Life Dots. Laura's Life and Dots, I think is what it's called. I need to write down the name of her channel. Either Laura's Life and Dots or My Life and Dots. But it's Laura from Life and Dots. So I will leave the link below. She did a great job of this, but I think I'm going to combine things into maybe one and use like a straight line with a dot, a hyphenated line with a dot, and then maybe dots. I don't know. I'm still figuring out because I want one, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
So Thursday, I did Vlogmas, barn update, dinner, breakfast, and talked to Leah. I still haven't done a blog post. Okay.
So I thought about doing this in here, and this was just kind of doing some ideas, and then I realized I didn't need to do it, so I'm going to put something over that. But I am going to be writing out some stuff for this chat. The reds are looking like different colors here. See? The reds are looking different. Maybe we're getting closer. We're still not very close, but that's because natural sunlight's coming. Oh well. Anyway. Okay. Grateful for.
Celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here.
Okay. Might end up having to use a glue stick. The only thing about sticker books like this, the Botanist Sticker Anthology, these will re-stick. So when you put them down, they don't necessarily hold in there that well because you can move them about. Needless to say, I don't really want it moved about. So I'm going to use a glue stick. That's my son's name is Doug. The grandbaby's name is Selena. And I know this is a really busy page, but there was a lot going on and it was a really busy day. And sometimes I like to show that. Okay. Let's go back. So the prompt for December the 3rd was a sweater. And I had done a different kind of light for the second. So I added Christmas lights onto my Christmas sweater. And I don't like the way that looks, but I had done the sun and it ended up being a mostly sunny day, but it was still a bit cloudy. Yesterday was very cloudy. No, yesterday was mostly sunny, some cloudy. Today, it's mostly cloudy. There's some sun. I need to do this because it still hasn't completely covered up. Okay. See, mistakes happen, y'all. Mistakes happen. Pine is the prompt for today. I don't know what I'm going to do on the rest of the page, but I've drawn with pencil a little pine cone and done this. So I'll go back in with that later. Alright. I'm taking the Hobonichi pen. Yesterday, in class, we were learning about Jupiter and Saturn, so I put Jupiter on the computer screen. Everyone's having a good time. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I want to sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. No, it's the time. And yesterday evening, I cut some of the insulation that goes up in the ceiling. In half so that we can put it in the ceiling this afternoon. And I could use a stencil for that and it looked more perfect, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. A lot of my stuff is put up right now. And I'm not digging through boxes to find a stencil just so it looks more perfect. Not doing it. Over the past few months, well, actually for most of this year and probably some of the previous years, I've been trying to work on my style, struggling with it, trying to figure out what it was, trying to figure out how to make it better, trying to improve it, trying to evolve into something that I felt was more me. And that was the issue I was having. Instead of wishing for my style to be more like this or to be more like that, to be closer to this person's or what I saw in this book or what it looked like when I was taking this class, I realized I have my own personal style and I just needed to evolve with that. I needed to improve it. I needed to get better at some of the basics and the fundamentals. I needed to go from being more flat and one-dimensional to more dimensional. 2020 has been filled with successes and failures for me. It's been topsy-turvy, but the one thing it's definitely has been eye-opening. And I say that because I've talked about in previous videos about FOMO. I've talked about the decluttering and the organization. I've talked about minimalism and materialism and finding some kind of balance where I'm living a more intentional life. And I can do all different kinds of things, but one of the things I cannot do is be somebody else. And I found this quote by Kurt Cobain. Trying to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. So very true. There's another quote that I found in a journal that was from like 2016 or 2018. It had my mission statement in it. And it says, you mustn't wish for another life. You mustn't want to be somebody else. What you must do is this. Rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing. In everything give thanks. And then it goes on to say, I'm not all the way capable of so much, but those are the right instructions. That was written by Wendell Berry in something called Hannah Coulter. I'm living my dream. I don't need anybody else's life, but there are times when I have wished that I had a better backdrop, or when I wished I had a more clean and pristine and layout on my desk behind me. But at the same time, I don't. I really don't. I don't want all this clutter, but I wanted to show the clutter, which you're going to see in this video in the little square, because that is my life right now. In the plane. I'm so sorry, y'all. We don't live very far from the Air Force Base. As I am organizing the details in the barn studio, one of the things I've realized is that there needs to be a place for everything. And the things that I'm using, if my supplies are so much that I'm overwhelmed and stressed out by not knowing what to choose or where things are at, they're not organized properly, that's a problem. One of the big things for me right now is going through the stacks of stuff that I pull out, because I am taking everything out of this room. This is going to be my son's bedroom. We have to clean the walls. We have to clean the walls. We repainted spots, which now looks like the wall is really, because we thought we had the exact same color. It was not the exact same color. But my son's like, Mom, I don't care. We'll clean the walls. I'm not worried about it. So, whenever he moves out, we will repaint the walls. But he's like, Mom, I'm ready for a bedroom. Nana's ready for, so that's the thing. But for the barn, I have to be ready. I can't wait. I can't put it off. I have realized that I have done things because I thought that was what I was supposed to do. I've tried things because it felt like I was missing out on something, the FOMO, if I didn't try them. I have used different sizes and different kinds of papers and different things, trying out different things all throughout this year. And you know what I'm right back to, what really resonates with me is my thing. And yes, there are always going to be these things that come out. There are always going to be these things that we want or that we want to try. And maybe those will be better for us. But for me right now, at the place I'm at, it feels like decluttering and purging some of the things that don't resonate with me anymore, that are 20 years old or 10 years old. It's time to go. So perfectionism is another thing I've been struggling with, and we're going to get into that a little bit more. Okay, so as I'm editing. This is what it looks like. And this is horrible, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to fix it. It's supposed to be pine. It's close enough to pine needles. I think pine needles are longer, and that's where I made my mistake. So, I don't know, y'all. Well, yeah. I'm not so happy with it, but that's okay. That's what happens. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you again real soon with another Vlogmas video. And I'll see y'all again with maybe a bit of a vlog. Bye, y'all. Have a great one.
A sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good story.